but a minefield. You have already survived the first jump, but now the paradoxes are closing in and the timeline is fighting back. You are part of a desperate team racing against history itself to prevent a catastrophe that could erase existence. Welcome to Time Risk 2, the second pulse-pounding, intellectually stimulating, and emotionally charged installment in Elyse Douglas's Time Risk series. If you love hard sci-fi time travel, intricate causal loops, and stories that explore the sheer, unadulterated terror of changing the past only to find the future has become even more dangerous, this audiobook will completely consume you. It is a masterclass in temporal thriller fiction, blending the visceral tension of a ticking clock with the profound weight of historical consequence. The narrative kicks off in the immediate aftermath of the first book's climax, where the team realizes that their initial success has created a ripple effect far worse than the original disaster. The atmosphere is thick with the static of displaced time, the hum of unstable machinery, and the creeping dread of knowing that every action they take could unravel the fabric of reality. Douglas excels at capturing the psychological toll of living outside of linear time, making every decision, every conversation with someone who might not exist tomorrow, and every narrow escape feel like a high-stakes gamble where the price of failure is non-existence. At the core of the book's massive appeal is its spectacular causal loop trope and the brilliant temporal detective dynamic. This isn't just about jumping through years, it's about solving the mystery of why time is breaking, navigating the bureaucratic nightmares of temporal agencies, and using human ingenuity to outsmart enemies who can see your moves before you make them. Watching the protagonist reverse engineer the timeline, forge uneasy alliances with figures from different eras, and completely shock arrogant historians with humanity's stubborn refusal to accept a predetermined fate is incredibly gripping. The audiobook narration brings the visceral impact of the suspense to life, making the silence of a frozen moment, the rush of a jump, and the frantic heartbeat of a person on the edge feel incredibly real and deeply immersive. But beyond the spectacular science and the sci-fi mechanics, the soul of Time Risk lies in its characters and the heavy burden of memory. The protagonist isn't just a scientist, they are a deeply human individual struggling with the moral weight of playing God with history. The emotional anchor of the story is their fierce, unbreakable bond with their team, a found family bound by shared trauma and the knowledge that they are the only ones who remember the world as it was. The audiobook format elevates these intimate moments, making the quiet, desperate conversations in the lab just as impactful as the explosive, reality-shattering climaxes. As the plot accelerates towards its climax, the pacing becomes utterly breathless. A major temporal anomaly threatens to collapse the timeline entirely, forcing the team into a desperate, high-stakes confrontation across multiple eras. The finale is a breathtaking display of tactical brilliance, overwhelming intellectual courage, and raw, unbridled determination. The protagonist must use every hidden trick, every overloaded device, and every ounce of their will to stabilize the timeline and secure a future for humanity. The payoff is spectacular, delivering a massive, paradigm-shifting victory that proves humanity's greatest weapon isn't its technology, it's its resilience in the face of impossibility. Time Risk 2 is a triumph of the time travel thriller genre. It is smart, terrifying, and unapologetically intense. Elyse Douglas has crafted a sequel that perfectly captures the thrill of the ultimate underdog holding the line against time itself. Plug in your headphones, check your watch, and join the team. The past is dangerous, but the future is worth saving.